how to use a PlayStation 2 emulator, and this emulator is called the PCSX2 PlayStation 2 open source emulator. And I found this one to be a very good emulator for the PlayStation 2, and I will show you how to get it, install it, and configure it, and run PlayStation 2 games on it. So let's begin. So you go to their website, which is right here. I'll leave it in the video descriptions below. And just go to downloads. I have a Windows 11 operating system on this computer, so I will select this. Or you could go here and select it. This is the latest version. This is the earliest version of this emulator. Latest version is always the best. You can install it with the installer or just portable. I'm going to install it with this. So right now I'm just downloading it. So I just go to my downloads folder. For you, it's probably here. For me, it's somewhere else. For most people, it would be there for their downloads folder. So I'm going to go here and put it in there. You'll need another program called 7-Zip, or you could use WinRAR as well. But I prefer this one, so you can download it for your operating system. For me, it's Windows 11 Pro, so it would be this one right here, Windows 64x64. Just download it and install it. This program is free, it's safe to use, and you could install it and use it right away. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to extract this file. Go to 7-Zip. I already have it installed on my computer. Extract it right here. Okay, good. So I don't need this anymore, so I'll just delete it. The next thing you want to do is, if you have the BIOS files, and you'll need them for the PlayStation 2, just stick it right into the PlayStation 2 emulator folder, and just name it BIOS. That's all you have to do, and then just stick it into that folder. And now I'm going to start the emulator. It's going to ask me all of these things. I live in the United States of America, so it's English, US. Apply to next. Just leave it as it is. Next for that part. And so it's gonna point out where my BIOS files are at, and it's in the PlayStation 2 emulator folder under BIOS. That's all you have to do here. You could just use this with default settings. So I have all the BIOS files here, and I should be able to run PlayStation 2 games now. However, I will have to go in here and configure it. Like configure the controller and stuff like that. So I'm going to configure the controller first. Press gamepad. All you have to do is click on it and just click on the button on your controller. Left shoulder, right shoulder. I'm just going to make sure all of this is correct. So the inputs are right there. It just shows you that in relation to your controller. D-pad up, as you can see here. D-pad down, using a Logitech F310 controller. It is it's like a it looks kind of like a PlayStation 2 controller. Triangle, cross, square. And as you can see, the inputs are right there. After I make the change, analog up, down, left, right. That's a button for the analog stick. Analog right, up, down, left, right, analog right button. Okay, I think that's it. Apply. Okay. And here you have mem cards. I mean, well, I don't have it right now. I'm gonna have to start a game, and then it's gonna create a mem card. Next thing is video. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set the resolution and the setting. So just leave this at OpenGL. This seems to work good. This is good as well. You don't have to do anything here. Like the videos. Here's the resolution I could change it to. I'm going to change it to 1080p. 1920 by 1080. Most modern computers should be able to handle this. The PlayStation 2. Let's see what the gigaflops are for the PlayStation 2. 6.2 gigaflops. This computer is an i7-4790K, and it's capable of about 240 gigaflops. So this is more than capable of running a PlayStation 2 emulator. So let me see how I set it. Gigaflops means float point calculations per second. That's all it means. This one is capable of 267.4 gigaflops, so more than capable of running a PlayStation 2 emulator. Not going to have any problems. Okay, I think that's it for that. For 1080p, the aspect ratio should be 69 widescreen. It'll cover the entire real estate of the screen when you use full screen mode. So to get out of the full screen, I think it's right, left, double click. To get in there is the same thing. I think that's all I really had to do to configure it. So I could run the game with either a PlayStation 2 disc, and I'll be running the first one with a PlayStation 2 disc. This one is Metal Gear 3. I'm going to insert the disc into my computer. So if you want to use the disc, plug-in settings, and my optical drive is F, the DVD RW drive. Just make sure you set it to the right drive. This is my optical drive, so you can see that. So what I want to do now is you can select full or fast, it doesn't matter. Fast, I prefer this. So I'm going to run the game. Now it's running the game. Checking how much CPU power this emulator is using. It's about 45%. It's running at 1080p resolution.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino-Yassk in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West.
Double left click to go into full screen, double left click to get out of it. Next thing is exit. I want to get out of there. And when I ran this game, it created some mem cards. So if you want to make more mem cards, you can press Control Shift N, Control Shift V. I'm going to put 3 in there. Whoops, screwed up here. Control V. Well, Control C, let's try that. And Control V. So I made it here. I'm going to rename it to 3. I'm going to put it in here. So I have extra ones right here. You can create as many as you like. Doesn't matter. Whoops. Minimize that. Okay, let's try to run another game. You could put this on your desktop if you want, so you can access it more easily. Which I'll be doing. I'll be sending it to my desktop. F2, I want to get rid of that and just type that in. So let's say I want to run ISO files now. So what do? Just click on ISO. Click on ISO selector to select the game. ISO selector, browse, copy that link, and I'll be running this game as an ISO file. Go here, boot fast, ISO, and it should just start. Just want to see how much CPU power this thing uses. The default resolution for this game is 640 by 448. However, it is in a 1080 format. Okay, I could safely say it's about anywhere from 25 to 30%. So I'm going to go into full screen. if there's any type of performance issues running this on my 8-year-old computer. I'm using the left analog stick to control the car. It looks nice, plays good on an 8-year-old computer. Let's see if there's any problem with this, like sound distortions or performance dips or anything like that while I'm running the simulator. Racing games are probably the best games to run, to test, to benchmark systems. Perfectly on full screen. So if you want to get out of the emulator, you just press exit. You could save the game here if you want to save it. Right now it's saved. If you want to get out of it, just go to shutdown. If you want to start it again, you can start it, and we're just going to run save states again and load it from where I last left off. I'm going to load state. As you can see, I loaded it from where I last saved it. Shut down. I don't want to play that game anymore. If we want to select another game, we can. Go to ISO selector, books, browse. This time I'll select this game right here. Boot fast. that's the actual resolution of the game, 512 by 448. It's not using up a lot of CPU power. Roughly 28 to 30% in terms of performance. See how well it performs on this computer. I haven't played this game in a long time. I think this game was released in 2005 or 2006. Okay, that's how you change views. Okay, this runs pretty good. I didn't see any performance issues with it. Ran perfectly well. Shut that down. On the PCSX2 website, you have a compatibility database where you can see which games are compatible and which games are not compatible. The ones that I ran, like Metal Gear 3, that is compatible. Snake Eater is compatible. Ace Combat, Falcon War is compatible. So the green indicates that it is 97.96% compatible, which will run perfectly. You have in-game, this is about 63%. Nothing, red is nothing, it will not run, it's not compatible. Got intro. And intros is, it's going to have some problems. The game will show 2D logos or video, but it will not get into the menu, so this is not going to work either. Red, orange, yellow. You can get into the menus, be it past 3D video, introduce mem card checks, but starting a game, it'll lock up and crash, so these three don't work. Blue is, or aqua is, you can get through menus, intros, cutscenes, videos, and see in-game graphics, but either due to graphical bugs, crashes, unresolved errors, you cannot play through the entire game, so it partially works. So this is perfect, purple. The game runs flawlessly with no graphical or speed issues. Can be in software mode, so this is perfect. So this is ideal. But most games aren't. Most games are just going to be green. So you can check the game you want to play here, see if it's compatible or not. And a lot of the PlayStation 2 games are in this green list. They are playable, so which means this is a pretty good emulator. So I'm going to run one last game and that's it. So I'm going to be running Spy Hunter. Before we do that, let's go to Emulation Settings. Let's see. I want to see some stuff. Me to format it, so I'm going to format it. I don't think I have to format it. Just continue. We'll format it. Okay, let's see what happens. Autosave is enabled. After we format it, we can use the memory card. But we don't have to use a memory card because we could just simply use save states. If there's any performance issues, glitches, or anything like that. Playing this game for a couple of minutes. this game in a long time. It's kind of like a continuation of Spy Hunter, which came out back in 1983. Except it's in 3D mode. Pretty smoothly. There's no glitches or anything. Like I said, this is a pretty good PlayStation 2 emulator. I guess one of the best. Before this, if I wanted to play PlayStation 2 games, I had to play it on my PlayStation 3, which was capable of playing PlayStation 2 games. Whoops. Just like the original Spy Hunter weapons fan. Good. Let me get out of here. Shut down. So as you clearly saw that the 3 games that I ran pretty flawlessly. There was really no problems running it. And you could run either games. You could run ISO files, or you could run PlayStation 2 discs. I still have a lot of PlayStation 2 disc games. So I could run either, and they both run just fine with this emulator. There was no problem with it whatsoever. let's look at some of the other stuff in here. You could record videos too. But since I have a DVR, I don't have to do that. I'm just like I'm recording this video with my DVR. Let's look at audio settings. Got audio. I don't think you have to change anything here. It runs fine without any tweaking or anything like that. Dev9, I don't know what that is. Firewire. Nobody uses Firewire these days. Let's see what we got. Plug-in. Oh, we could set the anti-scopic filtering. Let's try playing it at 8. See if that makes a difference in performance. So I'm going to run that again. See if it makes a difference. See if it makes the game look better or anything like that. See how much CPU power it uses. So about 25 to 30%. Much of a difference or anything like that. Get out of here, just shut down, that's it. So yeah, it runs pretty good. It's not really a resource hog or anything like that. So that's pretty much it. If you have any thoughts, leave them in the comments section below. Thanks for watching my Ace 1000KS 1975.